Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are looking at all the new cards for the next expansion, Lords of the Frozen Throne. Isn't that? I don't remember the name of the new expansion. It's something Frozen Throne. So to see it, you have to go into crafting mode, and there's Frozen Throne. And last time we looked at mage cards, now we're looking at paladin cards. First one we have is a 1 mana, 1 attack, 1 health creature called the Righteous Protector. It has Daunt, not Daunt, although daunting might be an interesting keyword if they ever did introduce that, or make it so that certain characters won't attack other characters because unless they are within the same health or attack or the same or more. Interesting idea there. It has Taunt, which means you can't attack the hero without killing this guy first, and Divine Shield. So for the Paladin, this will work very well in the Divine Shield deck, and I can already see playing it. Next is a 2 mana spell called Dark Conviction. Set a minion's attack and health to 3. For that name, it doesn't seem like it does too much, really. It seems like this is just a really good card, particularly for the Paladin, that can summon one silver hand recruits to turn it to a 3/3. Next we have is a 2 mana spell. Give a minion death rattle to turn this to life with 1 health. Desperate Stand. Not bad, again, for Paladin. The way you play Paladin is you overwhelm the opponent. You ensure you always have more minions on the field and control the board that way. Next one we have is a 3 mana, 2 attack, 2 health creature called the Howling Commander. Battlecry, draw a Divine Shield minion from your deck. Not too bad. It's not too bad for a Divine Shield deck. Not too bad just in general, as long as you have at least one Divine Shield creature. Next we have a 4 mana, 5 attack, 2 health creature called the Arrogant Crusader. Death rattle if it's your opponent's turn, summon a 2/2 ghoul. We've seen ghouls named before. Unless ghouls have some special ability, that's not that interesting, but we don't know. We'll have to play a card like this to see if ghouls have taunt, if they're poisonous, if they have some special other effect, or if it's just a regular 2/2 creature. In general, this is a little low on health otherwise. So if you don't want a ghoul, I wouldn't play that. Next we have a 4 mana, 3 attack, 2 health creature called the Chillblade Champion. It has charge and lifesteal. And we've heard about lifesteal before, but I'm not sure what it does. I'm not sure if it takes the life away from somebody it does damage to and adds it to itself, or if it takes it away from somebody it attacks and adds it to the hero, or if at the end of the turn it just takes some amount of health away and adds it to itself or the hero. So this is definitely another one of these lifesteal cards that we're going to have to play and see what it actually means as far as a keyword. So far, pretty self-explanatory cards. Nothing crazy or special here, but all good cards for the most part. Like things that probably needed to be added, not things that just are going to be crazy and change things. I imagine the Paladin meta deck is not super in need of a revamp as much as some of the other characters, and that's why these cards are pretty simplistic. Here we have a 4 mana, 1 attack, 4 durability weapon, which is the first weapon we've seen so far, called Light Sorrow. After a friendly minion loses Divine Shield, gain +1 attack. This will work very well in my existing Divine Shield deck. with some tweaks where I add more Divine Shield creatures, because you could play this and then lose all of your Divine Shields and give it a massive increase of attack. And there's a card that takes all the Divine Shields away from your heroes and increases its own attack. Between this card and that card, you could easily have, let's see, 6 other characters with Divine Shield on the field. If you took that, this would be a 7/4, which is really, really good. And then a 12/14 attack creature, I believe. We'll look at that later. Next we have the 5 mana, 1 attack, 7 health legendary card called Bolvar Fireblood. Divine Shield. After a friendly minion loses Divine Shield, gain +2 attack. And here's another character that would certainly work well with that strategy. They're really beefing up that strategy. That's going to work very well going forward. Next we have the Blackguard. Whenever a hero is healed, deal that much damage to a random enemy minion. It is a 6 mana, 3 attack, 9 health creature. Whenever your hero is healed, deal that much damage to a random enemy minion. This is an odd card to have, I think, for a Paladin. This feels much more like a card that would be really overpowered if it was a priest card. And then we have our hero replacement, which is 9 mana, 5 shield creature. Well, no, not creature really. Hero replacement called Uther the Ebon Blade. Battlecry, equip a 5/3 lifesteal weapon. I'm not sure how that's gonna work. And then it changes your hero ability to the full 4 horsemen. And summon a 2/2 horseman. If you have all 4, destroy the enemy hero. Wow. This has been something I have wanted to see added to Hearthstone for years now. The win the game instantly scenario. It has not existed in any fashion. There's been maybe some 5 to maybe even 6 or 7 card combinations that might almost guarantee you a victory, but nothing has ever said you just win. And I've been critical of this game that when you're fatigued and you don't have any cards, you don't automatically lose. Instead, it just does 1 damage the first time you draw and you don't have a card, and then 2 damage and 3 damage. So it takes potentially 7 draws before you would actually lose when you run out of cards. Here we finally have it. People will have to work very hard to make sure this doesn't happen, and I imagine many strategies will ensure this doesn't happen. But this is definitely the card I want. This is what I'm chasing after when I open the 100 card packs for the new expansion, when it's available to do that. If I could get this quick victory every time, that would be great. This Hearthstone in general has been rather frustrating at times, getting victories. There's a lot of randomness, there's a lot of luck in it, there's a lot of struggle in it, particularly if you're not the best player, particularly if you're not paying 100% attention, and particularly if you just don't have the cards. So something like this is going to be great. That being said, this is going to irritate ranked players and the legendary players, the people that are really good, a lot. They're not going to like this card at all. So, but that has got me very, very excited. Okay, so this is now explaining what lifesteal does when you hover over it. I didn't realize that. Damage dealt also heals your hero. Okay, so we know what lifesteal is. That's not too bad. Let's see. Let's go back to crafting mode. And then I'm going to type in the word shield, and then hit enter to filter out and not chat with somebody. I believe the card we are looking for is actually a neutral card, and he's something pretty low. Here he is. Blood Knight. All minions lose Divine Shield and gain +3/+3 for each shield lost. You play this with 6 other minions with Divine Shield, and you're talking 18 plus 18 plus, so 21 creature on the field for 3 mana. Plus, if you already had those other characters on the field, you're getting a major increase there of well, 7 attack to a weapon and 7 attack, I believe, to another character. This is going to be a 3-card combination that is going to be very, very hard to beat. Well, that's it for the... What were we looking at? Paladin. Next time we'll look at the Priest. Man, I forgot already. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.